Greetings, Steve Stelzer, Program Director of the City of Houston Green Building Resource Center again. This time we're going to talk about passive solar design. So first of all, what do we mean by passive? Well, okay, let's actually go opposite and think active. So active solar is a solar panel. Okay, it's actively creating power from the sun. Now passive solar is your house or your building that is responding to the sun in a better way than, I don't know, something that's non-passive. How's that? So when we think about the sun coming up in the morning and going overhead and sinking in the evening, there are things that your placement of your house and parts of the envelope of your house that can be more beneficial regarding how much, in our climate, heat gain we're gonna get at our house. Basically heat gain results in more heat being transmitted through your envelope and into your house that in a hot, humid climate such as ours, you would want to air condition and cool off and make more comfortable. So believe it or not, there are some passive solar techniques that we want to think about. First of all, any type of building that's not square, that has a longer pair of sides and a shorter pair of sides, you want to have the longer sides facing south and then contrapositively north. And you want to have your short sides facing east and west. Now, why is that? Well, you know how hot it gets in Houston in the afternoon, and you're baking your west side. Everybody knows about that. West side exposure, what's that? So here's a passive solar technique. Where do you want to put your windows? On the west side, so that you can get the entire west side completely heated up, so that when you want to go to bed, you have to jack up the air conditioner and cool yourself off. Now, these are passive solar ideas that you want to think about. And when you say passive solar design, you would want to design your house that way. But what if the house is already built and you're looking at a house that you want to buy? Well, okay, let's use these characteristics to see if that's a good buy or not. So a lot of these non-passive solar attributable techniques that are not working in your favor could be because of the particular lot orientation. So what if you have the house, it's put on a lot, it's kind of facing north-south or something like that, and so the house unfortunately has to have its short exposures facing north and south and its long exposure facing east or west. Well, maybe you don't want to buy that house. Maybe they have that same floor plan over on a lot that's facing 90 degrees from that, and you can get the house that would then have the benefit of these passive solar designs in it. So we want to be thinking that passive solar means the major heat gain is going to be through the roof. So is that insulated? Do you have the best attic insulation you possibly have? And then as the sun is coming up or going down, we have a lot of exposure on the walls, and that's where we want to make sure that the windows are treated such that we aren't bringing in a bunch of radiation heat through the windows. So that's kind of the long and short of how you want to think about passive versus active solar in your house.